Good morning, everybody. Gonna be making some breakfast here. I got this camp stove yesterday, brand new, and I'm really wanting to try it out. I've never really messed with one that takes butane. I just have never done it. I've never even seen one other than in the stores, so it opens so easily. It uses that little canister. There's like a spray paint can, and it's kind of cool that when you engage the can, you push this lever down and it slides the can up, and that activates it, or that charges the line. And when you're done cooking, you just release it. So there's no more fuel that can be released if this the knob gets bumped on. So I'm going to do that. We'll do that, and I'm going to go ahead and light it here. That's pretty cool. Just like that. I hope the flame shows up. Yeah, I think you can see the flame. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit there. Get some butter. Big old skillet. Big old daub of butter here. I can get him up out of there. There we go. Get on there. Start doing your thingamajigger. Okay, I'll set the fork down. Butter out of the way. And the eggs I'm cooking are straight out of our chicken butt. You can see that they're brown. Love that. I usually don't wash the eggs unless I'm going to use them right away, because you know they get poop and stuff on them. Nobody wants to store chicken poop. But if you wash the eggs, it's like an oil on there that is removed, and the eggs just don't last as long. So I kind of just leave them dirty. I have a bunch of these old cartons left over, and I've been storing them. So you know, once they get all crapped up with, well, crap, then I just throw them away. So 3 chickens aren't going to make a whole bunch. Okay, so, and I'm using my Trailer Park Boys cup, of course. Perfect. So let's get the eggs going here. Let me, a little cracky poo. There we go. And this is just going to be scrambled eggs on tortilla with some cheese and some hot sauce. And I'm making this for my daughter. And she just informed me that she doesn't like eggs anymore, so I don't know, maybe I'll be the one eating it. Let's stir my eggs up. Scramble them, I guess is what it's called. Just like that. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. I don't know why, but I hate having egg gunk all over stuff, so that goes right in the sink. Now, this thing nice and buttery uppied. Okay, before we do the eggs, I'm going to brown the tortillas, so I need to turn this up just a little bit. And I need another plate. Hang on a second. So while we're cooking breakfast, we notice that it's winter again. Floods yesterday and blizzard today. Whatever, dude. It is both raining and snowing. See if you can see the little, they're like little ice ball thingamajiggers. I can't hold it still. Let me see if I can see them bouncing around there. Wow, weird. It's supposed to be really cold tomorrow, and the next day, then it's back to the 60s and close to 70s. Mother Nature. Wow. So flopping the tortillas on here, it doesn't really do a whole lot. It just kind of warms them and then kind of puts some butter in it. I'm not cooking them. They're going to brown for a little bit. I'm going to do this side for a little bit. Let me turn that up more. Do this side for a little bit, flop it over, then I have another tortilla there that I'm going to do the same thing to. And then I'll put more butter in, and I guess it's kind of like frying the egg in oil. It's almost like deep frying because well, it's not oil, it's butter, which is kind of the same thing, but I like it to be real thin when I do this. So, yeah, and I hope my daughter likes this, you know, because she don't like eggs anymore. Can you see my air quotations? I don't like eggs anymore. Okay, so this is tortilla number 2. You see, it doesn't really, they're already cooked and everything, but this just kind of makes them a little bit crispy and soaks that butter down in there nicely. I shouldn't have threw my fork away. I'm going to need some more butter. Pop that guy over there. Another big old dollop of butter here. Get it melted up nicely. Let's get a big old dollop in there. There we go. Super duper healthy. Too hot. Too hot. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. Now the stove is really, really good. Makes everything really hot. And it'll cool down once the eggs drop in there, and hopefully it cooks it really quick. Yeah, that's the way I like it. This stove's pretty cool, man. It really does its thing. Okay, so eggs in. Right into that healthy butter. And that's not the, that is real butter. That's not the fake imitation butter or margarine or anything. I don't like that stuff. But I'll probably die soon of cholesterol problems or something. But, you know, I could die in a car wreck tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. Keep that eggy moving. I don't want it sticking, and this thing is like crazy hot. That heat is really concentrated there. When I use the cast iron, it seems like there's always a nice rim around where the egg doesn't go to for whatever reason, and you can kind of take the grease and flop it up on top there. And man, that thing is hot. I bet I could do a lot larger things than what I was thinking. But you flop the grease up and it sort of cooks that way too. That's with the cast iron. I suppose it would work on this too. Well, yeah, I can use cast iron in this. I can't use cast iron on the glass top here. I can, but if you can fry with it, but if you move it, it can scratch it, you know. It can scratch the top of the stove. So what you're supposed to do is if it's on your glass top stove, you pick it up and then you set it down, but you know, who's going to really do that? Or remember to do that every single time. Okay, a little longer here. This stove is really cool. For eggs anyway. But I really think I could do a lot more. Like boil large pots of water and things. That would be kind of cool. Maybe we'll try to make some spaghetti or something. Okay, so I'd say it's probably done. I flipped it and put a big hole in it, but that's okay because I'm going to cut it in half anyway. I got 2 tortillas that are roughly the same size as this, so that works out really good. If I can cut this corner over here. Come on, get off there, critter. Stupid snow. I couldn't believe that. I had to go get that plate and looked out, and yep, it was snowing like crazy. Okay, so tortilla number 1, egg number 1. Flop him on there. Oh, I better turn that off, I guess. Yeah, this stove is really cool. Tortilla number 2. Egg number 2. So, well, whatever. Close enough. So now, I'm going to get a little bit of cheese here, and just regular mild cheddar. It's nothing fancy. And just a little dashy poo of cheesy wheezy. And secret ingredient, secret weapon, chili hot sauce, the chili garlic. Really love this stuff. I don't know, I think everybody loves it. And I'll just do a little bit of that. And that's it. A nice messy looking thingamabobber. Alright everybody, well, this stove is pretty cool. Oh, I gotta tell you about it here. Hang on, let me feed the kid and we'll talk. Okay, so this stove, like I said, it's butane, and I was really reluctant to buy butane. Just because I like to use propane, and everything I have is propane, and I've never used butane, blah blah blah. I don't know how long these little canisters will last. I don't know how many hours. I didn't even read it. I just kind of put it on there, and there it goes, neato. I don't really know. I bought like a few extra canisters for it. The reason that I got this, instead of saying, you know, I'm just going to stick with propane, was that it was on clearance. Apparently, they had a bunch of these things come in and they were damaged or something. And they had them stacked on the shelf. Little yellow tag. It was at Walmart, of course. And they were like originally, I can't remember, it was like $25 or $30. And they were marked down to $5. So yeah, I mean, $5, you can't go wrong if it works. And I picked the best looking one. It comes in a black carrying case. You put this down in a plastic case, close it of course, and it had a like a cardboard sleeve over it that showed what it was and the price and all that stuff. The sleeve had little tears in the side, and so I took it off, opened the case, looked at this, seemed okay, brought it home, and I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. So this will be, I'll keep this in the camper probably. And it's small enough with the case, you can see my hands there, it's just one little burner, that I can put it in my backpack for hiking, and pretty cool. Pretty happy with it. But, that was the only time that I cooked with it. Really hot, of course. So I have to adjust that, my cooking times, and I'll figure out how to fine-tune the turny-uppy downy thingamajigger. So, yeah, Coleman butane camp stove, single burner. Well worth it, man. Cat, get out of here. Cat's bumping on the tripod. Well, anyway, Bessie needs attention. So it's cooled down enough to where I can touch it, and I'm not going to burn. I put it in the case, and I noticed that the engage photon torpedo button that puts the butane up, that activates the butane and provides the burny stuff, when you put it in the case, if it's on, it automatically kicks it out. That's pretty cool. So I guess the button won't get bumped in the case, storage, whatever. That's it. It locks in there, and you can see by my hand, it's the size, it's a little bit bigger than a dinner plate, of course. Doesn't weigh hardly anything. One thing I did notice about this is there's no top and bottom, so you kind of got to be careful when you open it. If it's upside down, I don't think it'll cause any problems, but just more of a pain in the butt. Maybe I'll mark this thing one side top and just always use that as the top so I'll know. But yeah, for $5, I love it. This is the fuel. Like I said, this is an extra can, of course. It's got this little notch right there. I think you can see that. There's the camera. There we are. That little notch. It has to sit in the thingamajigger in a certain way. And this notch kind of, I don't know why it has to be one way or the other. I don't really know. Maybe the tubey thingamajigger that goes down inside there has to be positioned, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, you knock that little red thing off, drop it in there, hit the flame on button, and there you go. I think this was like $3. And I bought 3 of these, so I spent more on the fuel than I did on the stove. But yeah, a Coleman butane stovetop. I love it. This is not a commercial. They're not paying me to say this. I'm just showing you what I do. I love having backups. Backups on backups. So yeah, that'll go in the RV or in my backpack. So okay, everybody. Hope everybody's keeping warm with the stupid snow and dry from the stupid flood yesterday. Eventually, it's going to be stupid hot, so be something else to complain about. Alright, folks, if you like this kind of video, please subscribe, and I appreciate everybody watching. Pretty amazing what YouTube does. Okay, folks, have a good one.